Hey, well, hi again. This has been quite a while since I've done this. I can't even recall the last time I did this, but I hope you enjoy it. I'm gonna start doing these regularly, even just for myself. And yeah, you know what? I need to share my screen. I forgot about that process. For some reason, I thought you can just see it right now. Okay, well, I really have no game plan going into this except that I pulled up my old lineup that I did of Clue. I don't know why. Uh, just I don't know 5 minutes ago, I was like, you know what? I wonder if I still have that. So I typed it in, and sure enough, it popped up. So I'm going to use that as my starting point. Oh, my mic was muted. Oh, what's up, dude? Is it? Hello, hello. Is Can you see this? Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. Um, I literally have no plan. I'm just gonna start drawing. So this is something I did. I don't even know how long ago. Maybe, geez, I have no idea. 5 years or so, maybe. I don't know. But I remember I did a lineup. I have a bunch of other lineups, but I remember this one had a good sense of variety in it. At least there's a lot of things though that fall apart. But aside from that, because I was even looking, I was like, I think I went through this at some point because I found this layer here. I guess I was showing variety in shapes over this, and then that's blank. So that layer doesn't help. I know what this is. This is a mistake I used to do all the time where I'd create these angles on everything and it would put everything like in this weird perspective, like you were looking down on everything, which, yeah, I mean, you don't want to do that. And I found this one. Uh, it's been that long. I really have no idea when I did this at all, but whatever. Okay, so here's this lineup, and I don't know. I'm just gonna go through. I'm just gonna start doodling. That's pretty much it. I have a calligraphy brush. You don't need anything fancy. I use this to start out my drawings, and then I'll refine them with other brushes. But the thing is what I need to do for myself is I just need to get out of my own head. Oh, this layer over here, it's blank. Um, just in case I felt like, oh, I like that drawing, then I'll drag it over there and use that kind of to start to develop things. But yeah. Oh, that'd be cool. Oh, thanks, man. So I don't even remember his name. Do you know this guy's name? Is it Plum? Is it Mr. Plum? I think it's Mr. Plum. I mean, he's purple. Has to be. I know she's Peacock. I think that's Scarlet here. That's Colonel Mustard. That's the lady from 101 Dalmatians. I don't know who that is. That guy works out too much. But I swear this is Plum. Oh, all right. One of the things, though. So I have his eyes closed. He has this pipe here. If anyone, well, no, that's a cigar. Why was I thinking cigar? Because of this over here. I don't know why. And I literally just said, oh, he has a pipe. Hmm. big old circle glasses. Wow, that's a huge, crazy tangent. I mean, I talk about this constantly now is like space. Like where can you get it? Like I'd pull that hair way up here now so you don't run into that. He looks happy. He looks a little jolly. Telling you, I'm just drawing. But whoever is here, or you know what? Here, I'll write this. Oops, sorry. Haven't done this in forever. I'm trying to navigate these two things. Okay. Anyone that shows up. No, that's a terrible thing. How do I write this? If there are any questions, ask away. There you go. What kind of emojis are these? What the hell are these? Okay, here we go. Beep. Yeah, there you go. All right, I don't know how to make that thing smaller. Okay. So let's see. He has a hand in the pocket. He has a gun. Maybe instead he can. He has like this pipe. How do people hold pipes? Like this? Maybe something like that. I have no idea. Yeah, those feet seem long enough. Is he wearing like a little jacket? He has a bow tie. Ooh, that hair. Man, I need some hair like that. I don't know why I felt like drawing Mr. Plum. I'm kind of not even looking at the rest of these, but here we'll just go across the board and doodle. I like his eyes shut though. He looks like he just doesn't care very much. With him turned like that though, they look sleepy. And this, there's too much tension. It's like that line needs to be straight. So we'll find another solution here. Do those kind of glasses make him feel old? Maybe. If he has too thick of a neck, he feels too strong. I think he needs like a little slouch. I want him a little older, but not too old. I mean, because we already have this dude, this woman, this one over here. They're already a little older. Set it down. Maybe it's up. I'm still liking him over here. There's just something so calm about those proportions. He feels older. I don't know. My brain's just all over it now. I probably don't even need to talk, huh? Is it better if I just shut up and just draw? What the hell is he wearing? This jacket. Maybe I'll keep that flat. He has a bow tie, though. Little buttons. Let's favor a side. Hello, whoever is here. Just swinging in to watch me redraw this old Clue lineup. Well, I'm not draw. I'm stuck on. I think this is Mr. Plum. If anyone can confirm, he's purple. I don't remember his name. All I know is this is Clue. No, eyes too. Let's pull them apart. Huh. Maybe? I'm still liking this one. I am not concerned right now with making pretty drawings. To be honest, I'm just trying to get my head out of a funk that I've been in lately. Yeah, he needs this pull or like this slouch in. It feels weird when it's straight up and down like this one. He feels more rested. He just feels relaxed. I don't know what it is. It's just feeling. Are these drawings in the background getting in the way? Maybe. Hmm. Everyone's quiet. Maybe have thicker eyebrows. Ooh, what if he had a comb over instead? Can you see not see our messages? There's messages? Oh yeah, there is messages. Do you carry a sketchbook around with you? Yeah, sometimes. Mostly, yeah. I'll put one in the back. I, thank you, Byron, for texting me that. Yeah, it's in the back seat of the car, tucked in a pocket. I'll carry one there. I have sketchbooks here. I have them laying by my bed. I think I have some in the kitchen, but they're all over the place. There is a good question. How do you battle art block? Also, do you ever suffer imposter syndrome? Yeah. Yeah. Art block. Oh my goodness. I I just watched this video. It is really screwed with me because it's something that I have been trying to get back in my system. And to be honest with you, I have a hard time drawing. Well, oh, what's up, Len? What's up, Gio? I have a really hard time drawing when this is gonna sound stupid and it sounds very weird. Is if I'm drawing by myself, I have this constant question of, is this good? Is this good? Is this good? And I never hit that point where I ever like anything I do. And by doing this, it forces me to have to let go. And I personally, I need that. I saw this video recently. It was by John Cleese. It's on YouTube and it's about creativity. And he talks about like there needs to be the separation between you need to make two pockets of time. One is the place where you can just play. It's like a playground. You can do your own thing, goof around, whatever. It's like no one's watching. You're like a kid. You're trying to find that place where you can be a kid. And then you need to also use what you know when you finally get to a place where you're like, okay, that's it. I like that, whatever it is. And then you can use your skills now to refine that idea. And that's when you go all in to make sure you take it to the finish line. But there has to be this place where you just almost don't care and you let go of those questions like, is it good? Is it nice? Should I show this? Like, it doesn't really matter because that will start to put you in a box where you can't ever just enjoy yourself to try to make something that is even surprising to you that will probably be funny. And I was looking at my some of my drawings. I have hundreds of PSDs of work no one will ever probably see, and because I don't like it, I don't like a lot of it. And for some reason, I resonated with drawings I've done here on YouTube, and I was like, why the hell do I like those more than some of the other stuff I've done? And I've sat with those longer, way longer. And YouTube, I'm here for what, a couple hours most of the time, 2, 3 hours. So I'm like, what is that? And I realized it's because here I'm just on the spot. I just have to figure it out. Like I I didn't come in with a game plan to this. I literally opened up this thing here. I found some old doodles in there. Where are they? This, that, and I guess I talked about that at some point. I don't even remember when, but I can tell that was on YouTube because that's I don't remember doing this for anything else, so it had to be here on YouTube. Um, so I just started drawing. And I'm working on. I think that's Mr. Plum. So he's purple. I'm guessing that's Mr. Plum. So yeah, like what is that? Like what is that place like where you just could enjoy yourself? And I think we all need to find that. But I've learned if you're struggling though with just drawing fundamentals, you're going to screw yourself every time because you're going to get stuck at a place where you're like, how do I draw this? How do I draw that? And you don't ever want to get to that point. It's like, I'm not saying to create formulas, but shorthands for yourself so you can get ideas down. And if it's something too complicated, draw it a different way. I mean, you want to get to a place where you can have fun. Um, Hey, Mr. David, have you ever gotten around to drawing Emma Frost from Marvel Rivals? No, dude, I totally forgot about that. Oh my goodness. Okay. I We have to do that. We have to do that. Um, I think it's pretty cool to see your YouTube lives because it feels more personal. Yeah, I try, but I never know who's in here, who's watching, and it's kind of weird. It's like I'm talking to a screen at times. Um, I'll be right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you ever draw with your fam? No, no, they're kind of doing their own thing all the time. It's yeah, it's just a me thing. Call you're about to get. Okay, we'll do. Kurzy's watching. Yeah, just be. Yeah, it's true. No, I definitely try. It's just this place allows me to I guess let go of trying to make everything so nice because I feel like oh man I have to just perform. I feel almost like I need to entertain not just whoever's watching because I have no idea who the hell is here. Those numbers change all the time. I've had it where it shows 0 and then I see people writing and I'm like, okay, there's those aren't correlating with each other. So I don't know. I really don't know. But for myself, I feel like I need to entertain myself because this is recorded and it's gonna go up and people might see it. So it's like I better I better do something. Do you have a favorite character that you've designed? No. No. I can like something and hate it 5 minutes later and be like, damn, I could have did something better. It happens a lot. I don't have anything that I've ever felt that way. Oh no, he needs to go down these eyes. What if we give him a long nose? See these eyebrows like this. It feels so comforting. All right, I'm almost out of room for Mr. Plum here, whatever the hell his name is. Can someone confirm? Is that Mr. Plum? Am I tripping? I still have it. Does anybody know? I don't know why I want to bring his chin out. Just naturally want to do that. I feel like he needs this like slope of a nose. But I like this nose here. But his eyes are higher in this drawing. If he has too big of a chin, he'll. Yeah, his chin's too damn big. Time to zoom in. If his chin was back. His eyebrows too close. See, I'm getting too stuck now. I just need to get out. I'm not trying to refine my drawings here. I can do that after. Let's see. How much room am I going to need? A lot. All right. What does he do? He's holding a gun. I'm not going to put a gun in his hand. That's an old drawing back here, over that way. He has his pipe. What are all the other postures doing? She's the only one leaning forward. Oops. neck needs to come out more. He's going to be way off balance. You're going to see me make mistakes and, well, I don't know if they'd call them mistakes. I mean, I'm just trying to figure this character out, actually. Was he holding that? He looks kind of strong, huh? Almost like that shoulder needs to come down like that. The hair, I think, needs to be bigger. I'm using just a calligraphy brush, by the way. Thin on the side and thick on the top and bottom. I use this brush because it's thick and bold and it forces me not to get caught up in, a pretty line. Oh, that's my enemy. When I see something that just looks like, oh, that's really pretty. It's like I end up losing, me personally. I don't know if anyone has this, but it's like, what could it have been? Get too focused on trying to make something nice, and it's like, who cares? Trying to make something that at least feels like someone you might know. What drawing software are you using right now, and how's your experience with it? Photoshop. I'm using a Cintiq 22 HD. And yeah, I'm on Photoshop, and it has taken me a long time to get used to drawing on this thing, to be honest. I still prefer using. There you go. Sponsor me, Bic. Bic pens. You can buy like a pack of 20 for like $2. And I buy these really. I grab these sketchbooks. I draw on these a lot. I don't even know. Where do I get these from? It's some. What is it? Five Below, or I have no idea. I don't know, but the paper's nice and they're really cheap. It's like $2 too. It's just I don't want to spend a lot of money on sketchbooks. I used to make my own. I found a way to make my own from um, Staples, and where if I made a mistake, you can literally pull the drawing out and you can punch. It actually comes with like a custom hole punch where you can actually punch all your papers and you can slide them in and out if you didn't like something. I would do that all the time because I hated seeing bad drawings for myself because I felt like it would just sit in my head and I couldn't let it go. And then I felt like everything came out bad. But I scribble a lot. This is pretty clean, actually, compared to what my sketchbooks look like. But yeah, I don't know if I want to show that, but I'll end up just drawing right over drawings, just trying to figure things out. Once I get comfortable, I'm like trying to figure this character out. Those proportions are kind of cool. But it's all right. It's just it has taken me a long time just because I you know, I was animating on paper, so I still have a love for it, but there's something that you can just feel when you draw. Here it's you don't get that very much. It feels like soulless. I hope that makes sense. If anybody can resonate with that, I'm sorry, because I hope you don't, because it sucks. It's a terrible feeling. Oh, what if he had no chin? No, he feels so weak now, huh? Yeah, I'm not digging that. I feel like he still needs to feel proper. At least for this. Well, I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just saying, yeah. um. Oh, it is. It is Mr. Plum. Dude, thank you. It's so hard not to refine drawing school to see how quick you go through ideas. Uh, I try. I try to move faster a lot of the times. To be honest with you, like well, see, the thing is I already have this base here, this drawing back there, this one, this old drawing, and Mr. Plum here. So I kind of have an idea where I started. I don't even know how I got to that point. I don't think I have any rough drawings in here. Do I? Oh, that's cool. Let's see. You're probably gonna see something and be like, "What the hell is that?" Oh, Professor Plum. Let's find out. Color? Nope. What the hell was that? Okay. Shadow. There's his line. Let's see this line work. Oh, that has a lot of problems. He has like no forehead. Everything's all mashed in there. There's like a huge tangent right there. This gun looks like it's facing like away because you can see that curve there. So it looks like it's going in that direction. There's a lot of problems with this. I don't know how old this is. But trying to come up with something new. Oh, I yeah, I'll draw faster, but it'll be a mess because I'll be all over the place. I'm trying like anything that just like pops up in my head. I'm trying to do. My wife. I use Clip Studio Paint and it's been kind to me for 3 years. I heard Clip Studio is really good. What kind of music? Oh, you know what? I found this really cool playlist I've been jamming to. It's on Spotify. It's called Groovy Jazz Beats. It's by a guy named Beatwash. I I can't listen to lo-fi; it puts me to sleep. And I didn't want to listen to. I wanted something with jazz and hip hop that's a little upbeat but not too fast. And yeah, this it's just like really cool, like jazz music, jazz hip hop instrumentals. I don't know. I just came across this recently and I've been kind of hooked. But I'll listen to everything except country. And I would love to see you draw characters in a more graphic, geometric style. Danny Phantom or Samurai Jack. Oh, yeah. So you know what's funny about that, Willie? Ow. Is you first still want to use just basic fundamentals to draw volumetrically because it's easy to flatten something after. If here, let me show you. Um, can I just flatten him? Probably could. Let me take him. We'll make a copy. So here I have overlaps, like here and here. You can see that overlap there as it goes to the back. Or even this jacket, whatever the hell it is. Um, I mean, the trick is just to start streamlining everything. You can streamline this. You can get rid of this. Use more straights. Oops. make this even a big geometric shape. And get rid of that. Get rid of this. Let's do this. We can just create a tangent there, because why not? You starting to see the flatness to it starting to happen? You still there, Willie? I'm trying to avoid overlaps, so you're not seeing like any of this happening in the arm. Even the jacket, it's streamlined all the way down, down the leg, or even this cuff here. So you don't see any of this either. It's just a straight line, which helps flatten things. But that's all it is. I was on Clone High, and it was kind of neat to see the model sheets where everything was drawn volumetrically, and then they just put flat graphic shapes on top of it. But there's still a foundation underneath. I always try to tell people that, because for myself, I drew, like, I was trying to figure out old school Disney work, and then later I got hooked onto like the 50s and Tom Orab and Samurai Jack, like all these flat graphic type of designs, Powerpuff Girls, and I remember someone told me, like, learn volumetric drawing. You'll understand one day. And I did not believe it. And it wasn't until I was at Disney TV where I was like, oh my goodness. Like, I don't know what it was. It was just a light bulb. So I would always recommend that. Learn just basic volumetric drawing. It's easy to learn this stuff after. It's just a style. It's just taking away certain lines and not, adding specific details to give the impression that something is volumetric. But still, there is volume to this. I mean, even these buttons here are still almost like on a 3/4, to give that idea. But still, it looks like a flat shape, but you can easily just, that already changes it too. If I pulled this off, it changes like real quick. I can curve this so you can see the volume in the neck. It's pretty fast to just change things. So, all right, back to these before I jump over to the next one. Am here. Clustudio allows me to use vector tools to be as clean and sharp as possible. Oh, they've been a godsend. Yeah, I mean, cleanup work's always one thing. I try to avoid doing it. I only do it if I have to. I don't like clean work. His head shape's kind of cool. So you can see even my draw through underneath. I decided to make his chin smaller. I would love to see Emma Frost drawn the same way. She will. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, I don't even know if I have a style. I think I just draw however I need to draw. I hear that at time, but honestly, I don't even know what my style is. Like my own sense of design, because I can draw in different ways. I mean, it is just a matter of changing proportions. I mean, if I were to like take this guy and do something a little more generic, what's the nose everyone uses now? Like this. He's looking pretty normal now. I mean, I understand where his structure is here, but he's not too pushed at all. He would look almost like a normal person. Yeah, it's just a matter of just controlling proportions. Is it because the clean work takes away the life of the drawing? Oh yeah, of course. It always does. I used to be like Glenn Keane's like biggest fan. Oh my goodness, I love his work. It was just full of life. The rough, it was so good. And Ollie Johnson, one of the 9 Men, he said, "Draw clear, not clean." And I've tried to keep that at least somewhere in the back of my subconscious that, you know, the thing that you need clear, like really clear, is the face, especially the eyes, because it's the first thing you look at. Aside from that, people will make up whatever they want. I mean, like, look at this. Does that, okay, here you go. Look, if I just showed you this, well, you can kind of tell that's a heel. But what is that? I mean, well, now that you know it's a shoe, but I mean, if you were just to see that, you would have no idea. Even if I did something like this, you're like, what is that weird looking bird thing? It's people make up what they want when it comes to the rest of the body. It's like a joke. You want to give them enough information's up in the face. And then the rest, most of the time, they'll figure it out. The problem is, depending on what you're working on, if you end up working in TV, everything needs to be very exact. And if it's feature, you're going to have to explain it at some point. As it gets passed down the line to modeling, you're going to need to know why you did what you did because it needs to work volumetrically. But when it's like through the concept phase of things, whatever. I mean, this would work. Except that hand. I mean, can you tell? Like this hand's looking a little better, but what is that? Time to go in on for an inspection. Whoa! What happened? I have no idea. See, now here's the problem with what I did here. Well, aside from going really fast, I don't care. I don't know. I see this line and I was like, okay, I know that's the part of the pipe, but I might want to just like clear that up. So, if his hand was here, maybe. How the hell do you hold a pipe? I wish I knew. That's a big pipe. How the hell would you hold one? Maybe like that? Maybe. Sorry. I'll use reference when I need it. This is probably one where I might find it just to figure out how they hold that thing. Aside from that, I try to avoid using it. Just because I'd rather, me personally, I'd rather try to get lost in a drawing instead of, I don't like looking back and forth like, oh my goodness, is that jacket right? Are those clothes right? I don't, whatever, I don't care. It's like if this whole thing's wrong and there's no feeling there, who cares how good the jacket looks? There you go. We'll lose that. Boop. Bam. That's pretty clear now. Here you go. Yeah, you hit that, Mr. Plum. All right, back to this old lineup. All right, now we're on to who are we doing now? Any votes? I think I can run a poll, huh? Well, I had to guess. I would say your style utilizes exaggerated style of person that cartoonish doesn't shoot for realism. Yeah, no, not too much realism. No, yeah, I try to avoid it. I started going down that road, to be honest with you, pretty recently. Ugh, it's not fun. Oh, peacock lady. All right, let's work on little peacock. All right, Granny. Time to get a makeover. Let's. I don't know if here. Do I want to draw right over? Nah. She has some funky proportions. All right. How tiny is little peacock lady? She kind of big. She has these little chunky legs. Huh. Just trying to think, like, where do I go with this? She has this big old hat. You know, these feathers. I feel like she's not fancy enough. She looks a little fancy with that necklace, but Miss Peacock is like one who's just kind of like overdoes it. Oh, I know a couple people like that. It's just like everything they wear is like over the top. So, let's see. If I wanted, oh, tell me about it. If I wanted to draw something real, I would look outside, nothing else beyond that. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's true. Okay. Let's get her in a big puffy jacket. Sorry. We're going to go through a lot of jacked up drawings real quick till we can find something that we're kind of liking here. She have a cane. Okay, got a cane. She's a little fancy. She doesn't care. I'm gonna make sure that head fits in that. She has big eyes here. These big glasses. Is she grumpy? She has little dot eyes. She's pissed off at everyone. She's like a. Let's give her. She's I'm starting to look like a bird. I need more space. Sorry, right now we're just trying to see what works. Does any of this work? I have no idea. Probably not. I mean, I'm barely starting. There's gonna be a lot of screwed up drawings. Let's see. Okay, so we got that. Ooh, does she wear? She needs a necklace. Yeah, Miss Peacock is blinging. Maybe she's a happy little old lady. Can you even see her eyes? Ooh, what is she at? Yeah, there you go. Dang, she's looking stylish now. Sorry, she looks ridiculous. What kind of shoes you got on there, Granny? You should have a big ass ring on. Bam. That's how you roll. All right, here we go. That old peacock will start here. And let's just play around with this. Maybe instead. Well, you know what? Let's see here. She has like a big earring. She has little glasses. She looks like she messed someone up with that chin, huh? Not little old me. Cause I can make her big. I don't know why, but I don't want to make her big. I want to make her tiny. Sorry, little granny. That jacket was just too big on her. You like dragged. What? How did I get to this? Okay. Like everything drag? What'd she do? Steal the clothes? I have no idea. I don't know what I was doing. Hey, what's up, Marcus? Tell me about it. Okay. Oh, sorry, wrong one. Yes, all the heavy grandma earrings and bangles. Yeah. How to build my imagination library? Oh, I have no idea. Read, watch shows, music. I don't know. One thing that I would recommend if you want to try is just find some. I know it's fan art, but I'm just saying, if you find something that's already created, and I mean, because as a designer, you're technically a casting director, right? I mean, you couldn't put Superman in a Batman movie. everybody wouldn't believe it. So if you can go and watch any show or movie, you're like, wow, that character does not fit in that. It's like the Matrix. Imagine if it was Will Smith, it wouldn't work. I mean, no one would believe it. It would be too weird. I mean, so it's like if you can go back and just watch some things, that's one place to start. That'll get your imagination going because now you're worried about story. And that's like the hugest thing. Oh, thank you, Alex. I have I have I shipped it out? Oh my god, dude, that's terrible of me. I'm gonna check right after this. How much would I jump for joy if I looked at your IMDb? Not very much. Um, I can tell you right now, I haven't. I'll ship that out tomorrow ASAP. Um, my IMDb probably has nothing. Put it this way: I barely went to 10 years working. I barely went to my first screening last week, which is insane. I've never been to a rap party after any movie show I did. I think I've been to two in 10 years. I worked on a movie my first year I started working, and I was the only one who didn't get invited to the rap party. So, I mean, my MDB is not going to look good. But if you go to my site, I have like this compilation of all the like bunch of stuff I've worked on, most of it that I've worked on. Um, yeah, here. If you go to the About Me, check that out. But that's kind of the stuff I've worked on. Aside from that, yeah, you're not gonna see anything in IMDb. Yeah, I know, Gio. It's wild, but oh, it happens. It happens to the best of us. I didn't get my first feature. Oh man, yeah, my first feature credit didn't come for about 7 years, and I helped on numerous things, but no one would give it to me. And I got my first time in an art of book in the Ruby Gilman book that was at that time. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Things aren't always what you expect. You're invited to my party. Oh, thank you. Celebrating the art club. Oh, I'm glad. I hope you enjoy the art club. Yeah, me and Nick, we're trying to just change things. Which I actually got to touch base with the. We have someone else who's recording a lecture with us. I wonder if I can share it. I'm just going to share it. So, my buddy Nick Ranieri is doing one right now. So, it should be pretty badass. I'm really stoked. And then I got to touch base with my other buddy again, Marcelo Vignali. So, if anyone knows Marcelo or Nick, tell him I said hi. Oh, whoops. I just started drawing. Okay, hold on. We're drawing grannies. That granny, I don't want her to have. Let's pull this down. Does she have a little mouth? That one has a little mouth. This one has a little mouth. You know what? Let's stick with the little mouth. All right, Granny. You got wrinkles in there somewhere, you old bag of bones. Sorry, Granny, I need to shrink your head a little. You got a hunchback? Maybe this one doesn't. Can I fit Granny in here somehow? Ooh, there you go. Granny, you're going to be decked out. needs to like hold on to that jacket. She's gonna walk in that party. What's up, players? Right? Someone go get me my drink. It's so ridiculous. She put a bandana on her. Maybe she has a little nightgown underneath. Let's see. You still have your curly hair, Granny. But where are your peacock feathers? Girl, you need your peacock feathers. She looks ridiculous. I forgot you need wrinkles too. Oh man, she looks like she's ready to fight. Like she runs like a mob. Um, just finished your 21 drawing class. Oh shoot, how do you like it? That covers like, I'm gonna be honest, it covers like a quarter of what I have in that book. Like that book is way more thorough than the class. And then actually, I can give a heads up here, but I finished the one with the art club, and right now we have gotten. So I had to break it up into two parts. No one knows this, but I had to, because it's 8 hours of content. I had to cut a lot of videos. I recorded two, four, six. I recorded 16 videos and I had to dwindle it down to 8 because there was way too much. It was way too much. And some stuff got a little repetitive. But it should be 8 hours. I think each part's 4. And then that should be done on the first part, I believe, is done on the 16th of this month. And then we just have to get it up and running. And it's not like the book. Here's the rules. I pulled up different drawings of mine, which you might be familiar with some of the drawings, but it's like how to apply that or how I applied it to those drawings so you can see how those things are done, how they're, how it's made. Some of the little things I'm watching for, like when creating variations or body shapes or how straights and curves are used, whatever. I mean, it's all in this. So I hope it helps. And it's pretty much to see across the board how everything it's the same. Whether you're drawing something in a more realistic style or something that's very graphic or cartoony, it's still the same rules. It's just how you use them. And most people, it's hard to see. I had that problem. It took me years to finally see it. But, but once you get a little crazy and obsessed like me, eventually you'll figure it out. But hopefully that video does help people see what I'm talking about. So yeah. Have you ever worked on any graphic novels or anything other than TV that was a physical product? Yeah, I did. Actually, I did. No one knows this. I worked on there's a book. It's a character design book. CDQ, Character Design Quarterly. They hit me up. They asked me to do they wanted to give me like half of a page, and they wanted me to show my design process for everything. They wanted to pay me like $200. I still remember that. And I think I didn't make them happy. They never published it. because they wanted me to color everything. And I was like, I don't want to make something with color. And I explained what it was I was doing was showing like people like to draw rough and to get ideas out and how to break that apart and whatever it was. And they did not like that. They wanted me to color it and clean it up. And I was like, that's not the point of this. It's about character over design. They cared about design over character. And I was like, so they cut it out. They never used it. I have those drawings sitting somewhere. There was like a guy, a woman, and a cat, I think. I remember the cat. The cat was kind of cool. Um, but yeah, that was it. That's the only other thing. Yeah. So that would have came out a long time ago. Oh, let me zoom in just so I don't take up all that space. Okay. Um, I don't remember what some of these other ones look like. What does she have? These glasses. I think she just feels like she needs a little nose. See, those shapes are almost too alike. So what does she have? Like a let's see. What do you got going on there, Granny? Let me zoom out. Is your neck squeezing that little thing? Oh, I forgot she was holding a cane. Whoops. Here you go. You can have that cane back. You got a tennis ball on it. Let's see. Oh, does your back hurt, Granny? You old little witch. Don't worry. Throw some jewels on you. Or pearls. Bam. What are you wearing, Granny? Just a dress? Do you have little ruffles at the bottom? How'd you get in this party? You need some jewelry. Your little wrinkles. What kind of hair you have, Granny? It feels freeing to do this. I kind of like her. All right, she is missing her feathers. There you go. We'll get rid of that line. Let's see. How often do you like drawing tests? Do drawing tests occur at interviews? I don't hear people talk about them much. They happen. Um, I had to give out one back on DC Girls. Excuse me. Um, I reviewed 420 portfolios. I went through every portfolio. Some of them weren't even portfolios. There was maybe 5 of them that were voice actors. They were just trying to find a way to, I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking, but I tested 25 people, and that was a hard ass test. Like, no joke. I think they put in guidelines now that for animation tests or design tests or whatever, they're only supposed to be a certain amount of time, or at least they're supposed to take you a certain amount of time, because there were some that were getting out of hand where I know specifically because I did one where they I found this out later because I found my drawing in a show and I was like, what the hell? I wasn't hired. I was like, I did a test for you and you guys used my work from the test and put it in your show. That was insane. I won't say names, but that did happen. And it was like I found what they were doing was testing people, getting work, not hiring them. It was fucking ridiculous. This was during the time when everybody was looking for work. So like, well, everyone still is, right? So like a year ago, I don't hear a lot of tests anymore, to be honest, because there's not a lot of work. But yeah, I've done my fair share of tests, and some I just didn't get. Yeah, so yeah. Oh, it's illegal. It's totally illegal. But here's the thing, and this is the part that sucks. If you say anything, you're screwed because all of the places know each other. They all talk. This industry is really small. If you burn one bridge and someone puts your name out there, you're kind of screwed, to be honest. So you have to kind of like pick and choose your battles. Like to me, it was like, okay, I'm sure I can go after them. I'm sure I can maybe get a little bit of something, but how many people do those people all know? And will it screw me in the long run? Like, nah, I'll just let it go. Cool. Now my thing's up in some show. I didn't get paid for it. That sucked. But you know what? I'll let it go because I need to find some longevity for work. So, I mean, I've had worse. That was nothing. Let's see. What was your experience with Cuphead noticeably different from your other work? Ooh, it's all volume. There's no graphic anything. If you didn't understand volumetric drawing, you were screwed. Period. And it got me. I was supposed to be the lead on it. I was supposed to take over for who the hell was the first lead? I think it was Shakay. I think Shakay was the first lead. I was supposed to take over. They gave me some assignments. It went okay, and then the second time they gave me 2 batches of assignments. And the second one, I dropped the ball. And about 6 months later, I was looking for work. I hit up my buddy who was a director on there, and he passed along my info. They hired me back, and then my buddy Martin Wittig was now the lead, and they picked. He was the perfect choice. That dude had the chops to pick up that show like nothing. He did a fantastic job. But yeah, that was tough. That was tough. Every week I thought I was gonna get let go. Like no joke. Um, illustration is the best form of communication. Yeah. Yeah, any art. Just grab a rock, write on a wall, whatever it is. A purse. Ooh, all right, here. Oh, maybe not in this one. All right. Let me get one more granny down. All right, granny. Here. I don't know why I keep drawing your forehead that way. Stop messing with me. All right, how big are these other glasses? I like these. All right, hold on. Let's see. I don't want to get close to that. I'm trying to avoid copying any of these. Let me just zoom out so I don't. She has like a really bulbous nose, huh? All right, Granny.
Okay.
Stop messing with
I
it.
passed out.
Get out of here.
Well, I don't care.
Does Granny carry the purse? Oh, see, here's the thing. Does see, I'm like, because I only have this one little spot. Otherwise, I'm gonna get carried away and draw Granny forever. It's like, does she carry the purse like this? You know, and it's like on her arm. You know, and then her other hand, does she have, you know, her cane? Yeah, I mean, it might work. Screw it, let's try it. As you can see, I use stick figures a lot. If your stick figures aren't working, trust me, your other ones aren't either. You know what? Man, Granny, she don't give a fuck. Here you go, Granny. You hit that thing. Wait, what are Granny's legs doing? Does she have like little chunky legs? She looks, yeah, maybe she has little fat chunky legs. Granny looks stupid. Sorry, Granny. All right, time to make you smaller so I can fit you on here. Let me speed up. There you go. Granny is now. She's going to be a high roller. What does your purse look like, Granny? There you go. Let's add some thickness to those glasses. All right, there's some grannies. Okay, back to this. Okay, sorry. That seems, yeah, bro, I was warned about that during school. It happened to an instructor of mine too. Yeah, it happens. I mean, it sucks, but it is what it is. I mean, there's a lot. I'm sure a lot of us go through the same thing. It's just, it sucks. Man, if I could, I would love to collaborate with you on a project of my own. Oh, that'd be fun. That'd be fun. Let's see. All right. Who's up next? We have 101 Dalmatian lady. I don't know what her name is. Scarlet. I'm sure that's Scarlet. Colonel Mustard. And whoever the hell this is. Green dude. Any takers? Can I make a poll on here? The Cruella de Vil? Cruella de Vil. Okay, ask a question. Who next? Here we go. Who next? Wait, it just has yes or no. You're the professional. I'm gonna be honest with you, Marcus. I came in here with no plan other than to use this old lineup I made and just to draw over it. It's literally all I came with. Um, this is just my free place, just to draw. Otherwise, I would sit here and I would never like anything I do. All right, we'll do him because we did a little old person because he's old, she's kind of old, and we did him. I mean, it could be her too, but all right, let's mess around with this guy. Um, I don't know. Drawing buff people is always funny sometimes. Big guy it is. All right. So I'm just gonna start drawing some heads then. All right. He has little eyes, a big nose. What's his nose doing? Like a big bulb? It's like this. Okay. So if it turns sideways, it's this. Okay. Got it. It's like up. You can see he has a little butt chin. His ears too low on his head for some weird reason. Okay. His name is actually just Mr. Green. Oh, that's lame. Maybe he has a pug nose. I never draw this close, actually. This is probably too close. I usually try to keep away so I can see everything. He has a hat on. Does he have any hair? No. Why don't we give him some hair? Why did I draw him bald? Hold on. I kind of don't like that. I feel like he needs a neck. He has no neck there. See his hair. Does he still have that pug nose? Maybe, maybe not. Let's see. You have like a butt chin here. That hat's really low. I don't know. See how that same thing happening? Let's just build. What's his nose looking like here? Here, happy guy. Looks pretty annoyed to me. I don't know if he should be smiling, unless he's about to do something sinister. Just come back. So weird. I never thought I would ever be drawn in front of people. I don't even know how this started. I think there was no work. And I was just like, that'd be kind of fun. His eyes are really close. Sorry. Sorry. I know you're probably asked this every day, but why? Why did you get into the industry? What do you mean? Um, why? I want to work on cartoons. I don't know how to answer that any better. Um, oh shoot. Okay. Huh. Why? Well, I'm guessing that why is in there on purpose. I actually wanted to be a fireman first. Um, this is gonna sound stupid, but this is the truth. I signed up to be a forest firefighter, and I dropped out of a program the day before it started. I remember talking to my buddy too. He continued, he went and did it, and I was just like, I remember talking to him just about it. Like, dude, there's gonna be like a-holes out there, and you're gonna save them, and they're gonna continue doing that. And I'm not kidding. This went through my mind a long time ago, over 10 years ago. 13, maybe 13 years ago, 13, 14 years ago. And I was like, but if I can draw and make people happy and be on a big screen, and I think I can save people that way. And it was from a story I read. Remember, there was this guy who went to go jump off a bridge, and he left this letter, and it said that on his way, if one person would have smiled at him, he wouldn't have jumped. And I was like, man, if that's all it takes is like to brighten someone's day, is like to make someone laugh or smile, like I want to be a part of that, because that stuff sits with you. Stories, I mean, they're survival information. They last forever. I mean, that's what's passed on. I mean, now don't get me wrong, I have nothing against firefighters. Like, I wanted to be one. I have a good buddy who runs a spot over here in LA, and he's the one that trains everybody now to go in. It was just, I wanted to find a different way for something to last. You know, how can I get to a bigger reach with people? And I never knew that I was going to be doing animation, to be honest. I just knew I wanted to draw. That was it. I just wanted to draw. Um, so I started doing life drawing. 60 hours a week. I was doing life drawing. And then went to the zoo, and I just love drawing animals. It was so much fun. I don't even know if I remember how to draw an animal. Let's see if I remember how to draw. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. Don't judge my drawing. I remember. Uh, is the neck connected in? Something like that. Hold on, I'm about to sketch all over that. Yeah, woo! Good old I remember a little. I don't know if I remember a cat head. I used to love drawing cats. Oh, big cats. They were so much fun. But yeah, I wanted to make people happy. That was it. I thought I can save someone's life by hopefully making them happy. Sounds weird, but that's literally why. Um, let's see. Any thought on Brett Bean's style? I haven't seen Brett Bean's drawings in forever. Um, I remember seeing his work a long time ago. God, it's been a long time. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I haven't seen his work in forever. Where did I first meet Nick? Where the hell did I meet Nick? Nick is my partner in the with the art club. I have no idea. Where the hell did I meet Nick? It had to be through Aaron Chen. I know it. Okay, it had to be through Aaron Chen and Andrew Erickson. And those are my buddies from college. Aaron's a storyboard artist. I think he's on a TV show right now. He usually works feature. And my buddy Drew, he was working at Obsidian. He works as a concept artist for games. And yeah, it had to be. I think a party, something. I don't really know. Yeah, but me and him only got together because he knew I was like running the workshops I was doing, and he hit me up and was he wanted to do something and on his own, and I was like, dude, I got an idea. I've had this idea for years, and no one was down to do it with me. And he was like, let's do it. And sure enough, he was all in. So yeah, pretty wild now to think about it. And it happened so fast. What are all his other lips doing? Let's bring that back in. How about that? Does he have a strong cheekbone? Maybe. Does he look a little crazy? Oh, Byron. Does he have this hat tilted down a little? I don't know. Let's see. It looks like a very standard giraffe. Yeah, it is. It's a pretty standard giraffe, Marcus. That Obsidian? Yeah, Obsidian. Game studio? Yeah, he works over there. We'll just build from top down. Let's see. What kind of nose do I feel like you need? Do you have this overbite here? Ooh, are you smoking that big old cigar you had? feel like I could almost put a mustache on him. Sorry, I got hiccups. Drawing pretty quick with this brush. The hard part is going in after and trying to fix things if they need to be fixed. But to be honest, I haven't felt this free in a minute. It's weird. What are you wearing? You have on a bow tie too? Nah. You're just wearing a jacket now, buddy. See, I swear like he needs like a mustache like this. He doesn't have a mustache, does he? No. Wait, that's a giraffe. Nope, that's an old lady. Whoops. Okay, we'll turn those off in the background. Yeah, like this. Or does he just feel too much like a gangster now? Whoops. Let me go back. Nah, maybe not. Oh, I didn't draw any other bodies of him. You know what? But I see this. I like him. Where I could go in that direction? Something with those big old bulgy eyes makes him look ridiculous. Let's see. Here's this. This chin is too strong. Huh. Yeah, it feels too strong. Like here, there's this elongated part. I don't know what it is, but it feels interesting. This is a smaller nose. You can bring up those cheekbones higher. Like there. See, that line comes in here and out this way. So let's try to break that up here. So what if it just went out, never came back in? Now he moved his mouth over so it fits correctly on the head here. Like that. Huh, that might be an interesting place to go to. Sorry, got a little zoned out. Oh, hey, Andrew. And we'll join our class, sign up for the class of Leonard and lots of fun with the homework. Oh, good. I'm glad. Do you have a favorite animal and does that influence your characters? No. I do. I love jaguars. Oh, I love jaguars. Just to watch them in person, they're just so graceful and yet they you know they can kick your ass. Oh man, that's something. That it's very weird just to check them out at the zoo. But yeah, no, but they don't influence. Yeah, no characters. It's I'm usually just trying to find something that I don't know. I don't really think about animals when I'm designing uh, humans. I've heard people doing that. They try to find ways to take things, if I need to, like, um, I mean, it all depends on story, right? I mean, it really does come down to that. Like Miss Peacock, like even when I was designing her over here, I could have done things like that. I could have looked up a peacock and maybe pushed her features to like match that more, but yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes. I think the only time I've done something where it was like really obvious was with a beluga whale once. I don't remember why I did that. I don't remember, but I remember I had this huge, gigantic forehead on this character. It just looked ridiculous, but I don't know, made me laugh. Um, okay, how long have I been doing this? Okay, an hour and 42 minutes. Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, of course. Was it related to Ruby Gilman? No, Ruby Gilman kicked my ass. I'm gonna be honest. Uh, I first came on there and I drew in a certain way and everything seemed good. Um, I was still trying, experimenting with things. I tend to do that a lot on projects, which finally on this project, I'm not. I'm just finding a thing that is working for me so I can try to focus on character instead of stylistic things and all this other crap that I've always done forever, which has screwed me at times, to be honest. But Ruby Gilman, I remember Craig then came back, Kelman, and his simplicity for design, it was just like, what happened? And I was trying to figure that out while working, and that was not easy. And I screwed up a lot. But I do remember when we were doing the mermaids, that was fun. That I had a lot of fun. Um, I did a couple drawings. I remember he wrote me and said, "Hey, you know, if if you can get out," because I drew. I forgot the villain's name. Chelsea, I think it was Chelsea. I drew the villain, and she was different variations, but there was like 6 or 7 drawings, and she was. I mean, yeah, there were different poses or whatever, and longer hair, shorter hair, whatever it was, and he was like, you got across that idea with one drawing. Try to do different ideas for each drawing. If it's something very specific, then add it in, but try to just get out ideas during your first pass and keep it rough, keep it loose. And I was like, oh man, what the hell am I going to do? Because I was so used to doing variations all the time, like this. Well, this, I'm just trying to find something that doesn't look like that guy. I mean, that is old. That is like, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years old. I don't know when I did that. Um, but I can do this forever until I start to find something. Like I kind of like that guy up here on the left. So I probably start exploring that a little more, or I just jump and go into another place completely. But with these mermaids, I still remember I just started reading and I was like, I need to come up with some cool shit or else I'm screwed. Like, and I really, really badly wanted to impress them. So I drew like one where the mermaid, like Chelsea's hair, like it drags out and it turns into part of the mermaid, and it's just like this carcass that floats. And I was like, weird. Well, I did a bunch of stuff, and the director said it was too crazy and it was nightmare fuel, so we couldn't use it. But I did get a really nice text from Craig, so I might have a screenshot of that. Um, and then after, I just struggled. I struggled. I struggled pretty bad. Um, because we had to design the humans in a very specific way, and I couldn't figure it out. It was killing me to learn how to push just proportions and to break the side plane of the head. And I wasn't doing like this, you know, um, like everything's fitting on the head. Like, okay, like, yeah, I can do that now. Is the nightmare fuel under NG? No, 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 no. It's I put up some. It's on my site. You can see some of it there. But like we were breaking things like off of the head like this. So I was like, I had to figure out how to do that and how to make it make sense. And whew, that was a struggle. Like, you know, was there the nostrils or not? Because drawing this way allowed me to then push my proportions and I was able to explore a lot more. I wasn't so confined to just this. Like, yeah, I mean, I could change these things. Oops, that's too pushed there. I can make new shapes. Maybe a smaller chin. Yeah, I mean, you can explore that area, but this area is what like really was like a game changer for me just to understand how it worked. It was took me a long time to like fully understand it. Lot of sketchbooks. I can tell you that. A lot of really late nights sitting there with a sketchbook and a light attached to my sketchbook and working in the dark like a psycho until like 3 in the morning, week after week after week. Sorry, wife. I put you through a lot. Okay. Oh, his body. We never got to that. Okay. I want here, let me I mean a couple of the other ones I did some of the bodies, but I do like this guy's head here. All right, what layer is that? That's nothing. All right, it's saving. That's right. You save. Because these big old sloping shoulders, these where the hell is his body? Somewhere there. His hands, proportionally, just he looks kind of funny. His head's too damn big. That's what it is. He has like such a big head. Okay, watch. Mr. Green, you idiot. Here you go. What's up, Mr. Green? Whoa, what the hell is that? That's some layer. Oh, I guess I added some texture on him. There you go. Okay. So right now he kind of looks like a midget, right? He needs like a small head like that. Yeah, there you go. I don't recommend using, the warp tool or whatever. I wanted to see how he was looking proportionally right now. I mean, look at that. The head size really changed everything there. Okay. Well, besides that, what are we doing here? What What are you carrying? Some briefcase? Maybe. What are you carrying? Guessing it's a briefcase. Yeah, that looks right. I don't want his chest too far out. Got this little jacket on. I mean, I could give him like definition the arms, but nah. Oops. Let's see, buttons. I think, right? I think guys' clothing, the buttons on the left side, females on the right. I don't remember. Well, by all means, if anybody has any questions, you're more than welcome to ask. Or how about this? Who's here? That's my question. I kind of want to have him smoking that cigar. Let me turn that off. Oh, what's up, Willie? What's up, Gio? Okay, let's see. Do I want? I don't even feel like tying down drawings right now. Should I? I think it's just funner to mess around. Oh yeah, yeah. What idea do you have, Willie? What do you think is the funniest or the funnest stage of character design? Oh, this. Where you get to be in a playground. We just play. You're pretty much playing make believe. Whether it's like you're talking like them, you're acting like them, you're making expressions like them, you're just trying to get in something called like flow state. And to be honest with you, I I wouldn't call it imposter syndrome, but I had like this weird just cloud over my head, and that's why I'm back here. Which I'm going to be doing this regularly. I need to for myself. Is it's just that constant place of like saying like, is this good? Is this good? Is this good? Like when you're doing it by yourself. I used to play sports a lot growing up, like religiously. Wake up early in the morning. I wouldn't go back in the house. I mean, I grew up in a different time though, and but that's all I did. I played everything except swimming. I didn't learn how to swim until a couple of years ago. And but summertime, I'm in the pool every day. But that's all I did. I mean, I pitched for 6 years. I played soccer for like 13 years. Like football, hockey, golf. I mean, basketball, you name it, I did it. And I was pretty quick. I was pretty quick too, running. I ran a mile in 4:20, 4:26, 4:25 in high school, and I was never on track. I just loved to run. So I mean, but I had a very competitive state back then, and I like to compete with everybody. Not aggressively, it was always friendly, but I just like to do that. And if if I feel like there's nothing at stake, I can't focus at times. It's weird. If I have a long deadline, I suck ass. I I will hold on to something forever. But if you give me like a quick deadline, it forces myself to just get going. And this forces me to get going. If I'm doing something on my own time, I feel like I have no end, I have no goal, I have nothing to hold myself to, so I'm just gonna sit and just constantly ask myself, is this good? Is this good? Does this look good? I will finish something, send it to myself. I'm going to share it. And I decide, oh, there's something wrong. I'll go back, fix it, send it to myself again. From my computer, I'll send it to my phone. And I will do that sometimes 4 or 5 times. And then I'll get to the point where I'm like, I'm just not going to share it. And no one's ever going to see it. I can't tell you how many drawings I have on my phone that I just have not shared because I just wasn't in a comfortable place. These though, just going through not that, but like I don't know, some of these are hilarious to me. But this was just being like in that moment. Like, I really like him over here, and he's not even fully drawn. I mean, I like his posture over here on the right. His head shape's kind of cool down here, but it's just like being in that mode of just trying to lose yourself. And by me talking here and knowing that there's people watching, if there is people ever watching, it's just I know the camera's on. So it's like I have to hold myself to a higher standard because I feel like I'm competing with myself. It's very weird. Um, but I love this but the beginning stage where you can just let yourself just get lost, which is hard to do. It's very hard to do. It, I constantly try it all the time on my own time in sketchbooks, and man, I can't. Sometimes I just can't. So what I'll do is I'll just start practicing, studying, a lot of studying. Like how does I'm not kidding. The other day, I probably have it somewhere. No, it's in a sketchbook upstairs. I was like, okay, like how do noses work? Okay, if that's a shape, that's a shape, like that's a shape, you know, could I just draw lines off? Okay, cool. What do those look like from the side? And I'm just like going through this phase of just trying to figure things out. Like I don't know if I like that. Cuz I can't just sit there and do this thing. This. I don't know what it is. Sometimes I just can't. And I beat myself up for it. Yeah, weird. I don't know why I shared all that. Um when you do a lineup, do you work on one character at a time or move back and forth? Um One at a time. I keep everything in mind though from one design to the next. It's never solo. I tried that. I tried that on Ruby Gilman actually, and I got screwed. Um, so with this, like even his size here, I want like a couple things were clicking in my head. One is like, and I mentioned that I don't want to push his chest out too much. Like I didn't want to do, his center line out here like this. I could have, but he feels like too macho. I didn't want to do that because that's not his purpose is not to intimidate others. He's kind of just there and he's just the bigger guy in this crowd of these cast of, people playing this game or detective, trying to figure out who did it. And this guy looks like a mob boss. He looks like, oh, dude, come on. That would be, he looks like the killer. I'm just saying. But Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you play that up. See, that's the other thing too. So maybe instead of him looking like that, maybe you go over the top and you make him look like that. So then everyone blames that character. You really put him in that corner. But then you would have to like really overdo it. But right now it's like, I want him to be big and I want him to kind of look a little like ugly, but hopefully appealing. I don't want him to look like, oh, you're Mr. Precious looking nice guy. I mean, we have this guy over here for that. He looks innocent. He couldn't do anything. He's just the one that reads books, hangs out in the library, and he's just smoking on his pipe. I mean, this one, she looks like she would kick some ass, but she's really tiny. This one has the fake hurt back. Maybe it's all a facade. This one's she's just into herself, smoking, has the bag, but she looks a little devious. She doesn't look too like like the tiny little grandma. I mean, she is tiny, but she does not look like that. So, damn giraffe. I wanted him to be kind of ugly, to be honest. Kind of ugly, hopefully appealing, but he's big. And I was keeping in relation though the other ones. Even so his posture and also his proportions. Yeah, in regards to the others. So let me see. Even if I was to use this one here, so his head size. I was told it's always eye and head size. So let me just make sure I got these right. Where are you, Granny? I use this. No, I like this one. Where are you going, little lady? So it's like, how far can these be pushed? I don't know, because right now she's looking so freaking pushed. I don't know if it'll work. So I might have to go back in and make her head a little smaller, make her body bigger. Whoops. Because she's looking way too pushed. So, like, is she like this? Or is that too much still? Probably. Doop. Okay. Let me get rid of these back here. Okay. Sorry. My brain's just all over. For lineups, is it tricky to get a likeness? To get a likeness on a photo? What do you mean by that, Andrew? Like using like photo reference, like from like a person, like an actual person? It's good to discuss that. Artists never stop learning and discovering new ways to draw. Oh no, never. Yeah, there's always a different way, but the fundamentals are always the same. It's just learning how to use them. That's the thing. But when it comes to like animation, you're going to need to understand it because things need to move in space. I think a lot of people forget though that like there's fundamentals underneath all of it, and those never change. It's just style. I think it's stuck in people's heads. Things that look pretty. People react to pretty things. It's like, if you saw a cockroach running by, would I'm just saying, would you squish it? Why? Because it's a bug, it's gross. But if a butterfly landed on you, you wouldn't be tripping. You'd be like, oh, it's pretty. It's 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 weird how people react to nice, pretty things. Um, how much of character design is caricatures? Oh yeah, a lot. I I mean, I think it's best that it goes in that direction. Al Hirschfeld is amazing at it. I mean, his drawings look more like the people than they did themselves. But you also want to find this area where your drawings they feel relatable. You don't want to draw, this here as we were drawing earlier. Probably seen her a million times, right? I'm sure you open up Instagram right now, you'll find her somewhere in someone's in someone's page. She might have like a softer chin. I don't know. What is everyone drawn? Giving her long hair. But it's like this. Oh, and then give the. There you go. You don't want anything to feel cliche. It's best to be very specific with things because that's what makes it memorable. That's like why, like I was saying earlier, is like Superman can't fit in a Batman story and vice versa. Like they look very different. They need to look very different to each other. So you have to be very specific on how you break those things. Now, not saying it won't look pretty. I mean, yeah, try to make your drawings appealing. It's just you want to be specific. People relate to that more. So, photo reference, how to get the likeness. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. I will fail over and over and over. I try to find things that I try to see it. I'm not very good at spotting the huge differences looking at photos from one person to the next. It's very hard for me. Like I think I can do myself. I got pretty thick eyebrows. I have a mustache. I always have a hat on. It's backwards always. Um yeah, I have these little molly things. Beep. I think I have another one over here and another one somewhere down here. Um yeah. I mean, I might add those. I mean, let's see. So I got my glasses. My nose is pretty wide. Let's just give myself a little mustache. Give myself my got thick. Something like that. How's this looking? Pretty good. I don't know. I have a really hard time seeing it. Um, Comic style? Oh my goodness, I don't even know. Comics. It's just how they shade everything, right? I mean, it's a lot more detailed. Yeah, it all depends. There's a lot of different comics though. Speaking of character, if you want to practice drawing thick woman, I have an image of a real life image of a plus size Latina woman you can use as reference. Oh, interesting. Oh, I could look up a thick Latina woman. I mean, it's all just still same. It's the same thing. It's just shape. Depending on how here we'll just draw her face on. Like how thick. Here, I'm getting two in my head. Trying to think this through. It's like, all right. So easy way to do it is just draw some triangles for your arms and legs. Cuban. Then you can start cutting away at these shapes. Belly button. she have a neck? Maybe not much of one. Maybe it just rolls into it. I don't know. Here you go. She has pigtails. But it's just shaped though. And there's that center line to split the torso and the pelvis. And then you got just these shapes somewhere there. Same thing. You can start playing with these and how you break up these profiles. Yeah. I mean, but it's the same thing though. I mean, across the board with whatever you're designing. A skinny person or skinny woman. How about that? You know, put one hand down, one on her hips. Maybe your fingers are up. It's just shapes. That's all. Just different proportions. Is that Tara Strong? No. Yeah. I was actually referring to more of a plus size influencer who's an advocate for body positive and self love. She would have thick pear hourglass shape. Thick pear. No, it's okay. I don't want to put anybody up here specifically. Oh, here we'll just. Yeah, I mean, you just draw a pear. Same thing. Drop that line in there. Now you split the torso and pelvis up. So instead of this shape over here, now you got this. And you can just build on that. Yeah, it's pretty easy to come up with shapes once you just start to figure out how it's put together. You can start dressing them. You can get some hair in or whatever. Yeah. Um, but yeah, I mean, the rules are the same. It's just figuring out how they work, how it all just, you know, that's the hard part. Sorry, I don't know how the hell I got there. I think we were talking about Clue. Oh, this guy. That's right. Forgot we were talking about him. All right. What I wanted to do was this. Something feels off with his eyeball. His eye's too close. Design needs to be way out here. Like that. This is too high. Huh. So you can see that line here coming back. There you go. Okay. Should be in the middle. Should be a little back. Probably a little back. Somewhere around there. Wanted to see how he was feeling. Was that shape break the legs? Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Looks sad there. Should look a little more serious. He smokes like that. Oh, I'm glad. Oh, well, thanks for hanging around, Andrew. Yeah, my process is pretty just let loose, have fun, don't be scared to fail, screw up as much as you can, get everything out. I was told ditch my first 10 drawings. Kelman told me to ditch my first 100, which I've started to understand that you have to just let everything out of your system until you want to be able to look at your drawing and go, yeah, that fits whatever story it is you make up. If you're drawing I don't know, a pirate, Um, Jack Sparrow. What would you do? What would be something that you think that they missed? And draw and draw and draw until you hit that point where you're like, dang, there's something here that feels like whatever it is. Feel. I use the word feel, not look. Feel. You want to find that place because that's really hard to get to. Um, you don't need to explain feeling. That's a good thing. And then ditch all the rest of them and then follow that one and see what it was that helped. And I don't mean clean it up. I mean, now that's your starting point. All the rest, chuck away. You could delete them, put them in a folder. It doesn't really matter because you were just playing. And now you have a starting point. Now you start again. But this is now just getting you closer to whatever it is. And keep going until you hit your deadline. That's pretty much it. And when you get right up to your deadline, then tie it down because that should be the thing that tells you when to stop. Um, that's something I am learning currently, and I just wanted to share that because I see it a lot where people will go through a drawing and they'll be like, that looks nice. Yeah. I like how that looks. And then they'll just clean it, tie it down, whatever, color it. And it's like, but there's so many other possibilities, It could have been one minor tweak in something that could have been like, dang, that would have made it so much better. So much better. Like Wonder Woman. Just saying. Gal, she's really fit, thin, They could have made her more like an Amazonian, big, giant. And that would have been like, dang, people would have been like, that fits. It would have resonated more. If you just draw that, you would be like, this feels right. It feels better because it fits more with the story. It doesn't make sense that she's thin, tiny, and fit, So it's just like, try to find those places. Keep exploring whatever it is that pops up in your head. So yeah, sorry, my foot's itching. You're sure you don't want me to send you an image of the woman? I want you to just you look good in your stuff. No, it's okay, Willie. Not right now, but I'm curious. I mean, I think you told me who it was before. I think I looked, but not to draw anyone specifically, not a caricature of a person. I don't want to do that because yeah, no one specific, not person wise. Plus style, I still don't know what that is. Um, just draw whatever I'm drawing. I go where I need to go, pending on story. Um, it's been hard. I can't define my own style. I use this brush until I want to switch brushes, and then I switch brushes, and I start using something else. Um, can you see that? Nope. I mean, this brush isn't even. Wow, that is like really crude and rough. Kind of looks cool. I mean, like this is Shiyun's brush. See, I don't like that line. And hopefully, if I do this right, I can retain some life in my drawing. Or I don't, and then that sucks. Still got to fix things though as I'm going through. Like, do I want to show that line over the top? Like, do I want those competing? I don't know, maybe not. Maybe I'll do this. Just have those overlap. Yep, this is what I do. I will just keep zooming out, hopefully, to get to a place where I like. But I don't know. I didn't really come in with a plan for any of this, but especially not to tie anything down. Like, because now I'm just starting to go. See, and this is the problem. It's like, I don't know. Now it's starting to get like technical because right now I'm looking at this. I'm like, well, how the hell do I get that jacket? If he was to like tuck it in and his jacket was kind of like sitting on top. You know, do you get this? I'm also looking at line now. Like, are those lines here? Are those like appealing shapes? I don't know. I have no idea. All I want to do is make sure that there's some aliveness in these drawings. I think that matters more. So even as I'm loosening up right now, what I might end up doing anyways is I'm not trying probably thin. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. What I was saying was that I will probably end up going through and not liking it, and I'll start lightly erasing lines, and or I'll just lighten it and redraw it over and over until I find something I like. Like those wrinkles before were too big underneath. You know, I was like, should there be wrinkles there? Should this connect here? I don't know. I don't know a lot of things. You probably heard me say, I don't know. Who knows how many times already? Excuse me. But this is clear. So that matters. You can see what he's feeling or, you know, who he is. This part, though, yeah, I definitely add some stuff here. So, like, maybe I can get a slight tilt. See, even that right there, I like that shape more. That was just based off of intuition. I put that line down to even think about it. I don't like that shape. I want that to taper. Sorry. Is there any messages here? All right, then that's fine. We'll just stick with Emma Frost. Yeah, yeah. Eventually, we'll jump to Emma Frost. Do you use additional mediums sometimes? Or traditional? Yeah, pen. Sometimes pencil. I use this. Oh, shit. I don't have that. I have like a box of these. Um, they're called Black Wings. I'll use those, and then I have paper. It's this paper. Hold on. Shit. Should have a stack here. This is like old school animation paper. You can see with the hole punches. You know, you have those horizontal long ones. Wait, here and over here, and then you have the circle peg. This it's like creamy, but it's like super slick. Other than that, I use big pens, like $2 for a pack of 20, and I buy sketchbooks from like Five Below, or it's like a little Asian market. They have some great stuff there. Amazing sketchbooks. They're super cheap. The paper's really like it's very smooth. It works great on the big pens. I use pens a lot just because I'm constantly trying not to fix my stuff. I'm trying to constantly just get better and be more decisive. Even though my drawings are really rough and crude in there, it's I don't want to use an eraser because I'll get stuck forever just trying to make something look perfect, and I don't want that. So yeah, but that's pretty much it. I used to use watercolors a long time ago. It's been a long time. My God. Hands. Oh, good old hands. Um, hands are an interesting subject. I have been asked about hands um, a handful of times. I've seen some people who draw hands that are just like, wow, that's amazing. Like you'll see this drawing, it looks like this. You got like whatever it is. I mean, this works cool because it's helping sell this like superhero looking pose or whatever it is. I mean, but when you have like characters who are just like, they have like a handout like this, and they're just doing all these, whatever it is. Whatever. Like, what's the point? What does that have anything to do with like your overall statement for your drawing? Like nothing. It's so weird. Don't get caught up with it. I must say that. If there's any rule on hands, make sure that they're just helping sell your entire story for your entire design. It's not just about hands. It's not just about cool drawing cool hands, or complex, intricate poses with your hands. It's like they should just be they're just there to help sell your story. That's it. If they're grabbing something, they're grabbing something. It doesn't need to always be pinky out. I mean, how often do you see people doing pinky out anyways? I mean, it's like just get the point across. Um, there was an old sculptor. I don't remember who it was. It might have been Raphael. He did a sculpture and he went to go show everybody his sculpture. And they went in, they looked at it, and you could probably look it up. It still stands somewhere. And they were like, "Oh my God, these hands are amazing. So beautiful, whatever." And he asked them to leave. He went in and he broke the hands off and he left it because he said the hands were distracting from the main point, the main focal point, which was the whole thing altogether. And it was like, don't be scared to not worry so much about your hands. I mean, just have them feel natural. That's like the biggest thing. I mean, if your characters, you know, um, well, I don't know. If their hands are by their side, how, I mean, your wrist. So if you drop your hand, wait, hold on. Well, I'm trying to look at the camera and do this. If you drop your hand, there's gonna wait. There you go. There's gonna be a slight bend on it going inwards like that, and you'll see the thumb in your thumb's kind of just dangling, but your fingers here, they kind of curl in a little. So you got something like this. And that's pretty much like what your hand's doing. And sometimes this part breaks in and it goes in a little more too. Like this. So just make sure whatever you're doing with hands, have them feel natural. Just thought I'd share that. Why? Same thing. I don't know. Okay. I think I was just finishing up him. I like that flatter jacket up here. Does he have 3? Nah. Maybe he's dressed for the occasion too. There you go. Whatever kind of thing he has in there. I must say, whoever's here, I appreciate you. Thank you for hanging out. You could totally be doing anything else in the world. You're here. Let's copy that head there. Want that there. This does look like it needs to connect. He's in a suit. Otherwise, it feels weird. All right. What looks weird? This. This pocket looks too big. These pants look off. button feels too low. I feel like he needs a crease, like one of those old, you know, very big in the Hispanic culture back then, especially like zoot suiters. They'd always had that crease. My dad used to do that all the time. This foot is not sitting on the same ground plane. There. See, here's the problem with tying down. It starts to feel like stiff. It's hard trying to keep a drawing alive. It's always in the eyes. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, let's see. Watercolors are really hard. But oh, you're welcome. You think it would be possible to convince other industry professionals to occasionally stream? It shows a side we rarely get to see. No, there's no way. I can't think of anybody that would be up to do it. Um, I know a school that's been running for about 10 years, and they told me they couldn't. They have no one who was up to do something live even with them, because it's hard for one to talk and draw at the same time. It's really difficult, because you have to constantly you're here trying to explain something or tell a story, whatever it might be, and you're here trying to constantly stay engaged with your own drawing and why you're doing specific things. It's it's tough. It's really tough. Yeah, I don't even know who the hell I would ask. I honestly have no idea who I would ask. Yeah, but everybody draw. Yeah, everyone does their own thing very differently. Um, but I mean, hopefully though, through the art club, even with having, because it's all just professionals, is they're going to be teaching something. It's going to be pre-recorded, so you'll get an insight into how they work and how they do things, and it'll be very niche. So subjects. So hopefully that it helps. Um, yeah. Have you ever designed a character based on a voice? No. No, that sounds like a challenge. That sounds like fun. I'm gonna have to try that. Chris Battle? Oh yeah, Chris. Yeah, I love Chris. Oh, his work's amazing. He um we tried to do a pre-recorded thing with him, but we couldn't. um there because Chris has worked professionally for so long. That's the majority of the work that he has to show, and we can't show it because it belong there. It's owned by someone else, a studio or whatever project. So we would get in trouble for copyright reasons. So we had to go a different route. But yeah, but Chris knows his stuff. So, but he'll be doing something coming up. Um, yeah, I believe it's next month. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I mean, we have now made this thing the most affordable I think we could out of any school. I mean, we'll have our pre-recorded lectures and we have live workshops. They start just to view them. I mean, it's what, $40, $20 a day or something. It's nothing. I mean, it's like going out to grab fast food twice in one day. I mean, that's pretty much what it is. And then you get to get some insight on how they think and how they do things or whatever it might be. So, I mean, I don't think anyone's comparing, um, at all anywhere. and everybody's a professional and they're well-known names and they've been doing it for a long time and working on multiple projects, and I can say a lot of really good things. It's just, it's not going to a big college. That was the one thing. That was the great thing about even doing this, is because I didn't go to an art school. And it's like, man, all these people, like, is there a way to give back? And with all these people, which I'm very fortunate that they have joined, um, to help, so that way we can make something to, I mean, we don't know the state of the industry and where it's going, but to give back, because it's too expensive to go to an art school. You're paying what, 50,000 a year or something, 60,000, um, or you can go spend 900 or whatever it is, 800 to like 12, 1300 to, I mean, you get to take like a semester, which is still cheaper than going to a big school. It's just, it's a huge commitment too. So it's always like, how serious are you? So these are just there's a lot of information you can get really quick, and for very cheap. So yeah, I don't know. Um, Sorry, I saw his feet and I'm like, his shoes are too damn big. He needs like little feet here. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. You manage a good stream and some great art. I just assume it was second nature for people like you. No, it has taken me a long time. Not to get to like a point of drawing. I just threw myself in the deep end and tried to figure it out, to be honest. If you watched my first live stream, even this, I was nervous jumping back into it because I haven't done it in a while. But no, I was very much inspired by my mentor, to be honest. I heard that Craig Kelman, could. I watched it happen. I thought it was a joke. The person who introduced me to him, he told me that when he worked with him back in the day, that he would draw. This sounds so crazy. Um, he'd be explaining how to do something. All right, yeah, yeah, yeah. He'd be looking at you. Yeah. And then you do that. Okay. And then he'd come back over here. See, I can't do that. My drawing already fell apart. Like, he would continue drawing and he would look at you while he was still moving his hand, and he'd go right back and continue. I gotta watch that in person. And I was like, how the hell did he do that? It's because it was so second nature to him to have all these things just going off at once. It was fascinating. But after that, when I saw that he can talk while drawing, I was like, I need to figure that out, because it's very hard to do. It sounds weird, but it really is. Because I mean, while I'm talking to you, I still have to, like, okay, I'm trying to make sure that these lines aren't lining up and those lines aren't lining up. I want to make sure his jaw still fits in there somehow. I need to make sure that plane's working. I got to make sure that side plane is working. Where's that center line for his hair? All right, I got to make sure that's good. What's this character doing while I'm still talking to you? It's like, is he looking off to the side? Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. So it's like, you have to understand all this shit by doing it over and over and over, and literally second nature, so that way I can just have a conversation. But you'll hear me go on tangents, though. I'll go all over the place because my brain's literally all over the place. Um, oh, thanks, Andrew. Yeah, yeah. That is wow. Robert Valley can anime and talk at the same time. Yeah, yeah. He has his, like, his whole style. Yeah, he has that down. Oh my goodness. He has like a ton of straights too. Um, yeah, Yeah, good old Robert Valley. Um, it's not easy, but yeah, it's not easy. All right, I don't really know what else I'm going to talk about. So, what time is it? It's already 11:17. I've almost been on for 3 hours. All right, so I am going to call it quits now because it is freaking late. I got to get some sleep because I got to head into the studio tomorrow. But wanted to say thank you for hanging around, chatting with me, and yeah, if you have any questions for next time, I'm gonna be trying to do this a lot more often. Um, yeah, and whoever is new here ends up popping up that's new here. Join the Art Club Discord. Go to the artclub.com. Well, it's not the artclub.com because someone owns it. If you see this and you want to sell it to me for really cheap, I would take it, but not $22,000. That's literally what they have the site up for. But if you go to the dash art dash club, or you just go to Google and type in the art club, it'll pop up. We have a Discord on the bottom. You can join there. We have a really dope community. We hold drawing competitions, and I think we're going to be setting one up actually. I think within the next week actually. So keep an eye out for that. It's fun. It's just we all just jump in different rooms and we get a prompt and we all literally draw together. And then we have a professional there. We had a handful of professionals there last time, and someone will judge it. And that's it. And you win a prize or a couple prizes. I don't really know. It'll be different all the time. Yeah, I think that's all I got. But stay tuned. I have my lecture coming out soon. What's the date? What is the date? The 9th. So it's supposed to be done by the 16th. So I'm hoping within the next 2 weeks. It'll be part 1, 4 hours of content. So yeah. All right. Well, that's all I got. Thank you again. All right. Bye, everyone.